So you've tried to expand and you were interrupted by a limiting belief. What's next? You stop and you work with it right there. Now, what's going to be important is you want to get down to the bottom. You have to ask questions. For me, as I described in the last video, it's often feelings that interrupt. So what I need to do is close my eyes, take a few breaths, feel that feeling in my body, and allow space for it to give me information. I often will get pictures representing the initiating experience that created this belief, or a memory from where it started. The limiting belief feels more like a thought, because when I work with some people, that's what they're saying. It's a thought first, and you need to kind of converse with that thought. Let's do an example. So you've got a new idea for a painting and you're excited about it, and it feels like you, and it feels like you followed your intuition and you start doing it, and then that excitement gets deflated, perhaps by, this is going to be a waste of energy. You're going to do this and no one's going to care, right? Feels like one a lot of us have had before. That's not the bottom. That is the argument of the limiting belief trying to keep you safe. That's your ego trying to keep you safe because it is like in charge of the limiting beliefs, right? In charge of the systems that keep you safe. You have to be smarter. You have to be smarter and more patient and more curious and more loving to your old self who created these little places to stay safe in, right? Okay, why would it be true if I'm excited about an idea and I have energy behind it? Why would it be true that it's going to be a waste of energy and no one's going to like it? What would have to be true for that to be true? Get down to the bottom, it's like, I'm not special, right? I put this vulnerable thing I really love and care about out there and nobody responds to it, then it will prove that I'm not special. And that is a self-worth wound. Or it could be that you have a belief that there isn't enough room and space and money and spotlight for everybody, that only the lucky get it and you possibly aren't lucky. That's lack. You have to talk to this and figure out, like, what is the worst case scenario that your limiting belief, that your fear, that your ego is trying to save you from? What pain, what disastrous outcome is this thing that's stopping you from growing, trying to save you from? And can you dismantle that belief so that you can grow?